What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Borderlands 2. And over the last few years, we've seen many and plenty loot and shoot games come. Damn right we have. And we've also seen them go. And it seems that none of them has reached the same amount of success that Borderlands 2 has had over the past 6.5 some odd years. God damn. And I'm talking about in terms of at least staying power and replayability. The only game that has come close to mimicking the staying power of Borderlands was Destiny. But instead of building upon that success with its sequel like Gearbox did from Borderlands to Borderlands 2, the quality of Destiny has actually declined quite significantly in between titles. And now, with the recent launch of Anthem, fans of the loot and shoot genre have been eager to have something entirely new to sink their teeth into, myself included. And while Anthem does provide some amazing visuals, awesome combat mechanics, and a solid foundation to build a deep fan base around, the game at launch admittedly is a little bit shallow when you talk in terms of the available loot to grind for, especially when you consider that from white rarity weapons all the way through to legendary, you're basically replacing the same guns with stronger versions of each other. Now, the random rolled perks available on the guns do add a bit of variety to the way that you can build your character, but inevitably, mostly, you're just grinding for higher level versions of the same weapons. And that brings me to the realization of just what makes Borderlands 2, and not Borderlands the franchise in general, Borderlands 2 specifically, as a game, what makes it so special. And the only answer that I can find to that question, honestly, is the targeted loot farming system. The ability to know which enemy drops what gun that I want to grind for. And not just grind for that gun, but grind for that one specific, perfect role, the one that's gonna complete my build. Now, Destiny 1 came really close to mimicking this system with skeleton keys to open chests at the end of strikes to get yourself a piece of loot that you want, but it failed for two major reasons. Number one, inside those chests there was way too many different possibilities of what you could acquire. Maybe there was a strike-specific helmet, maybe a customization, or a weapon. The target for the loot just wasn't specific enough. And number two, it also took too goddamn long to get through the strike to continuously farm the enemy for whatever it was you wanted. It was a pain in the ass to run through the entire Scion Flayer strike just to have a chance to get the hunter cloak that you're farming for, only to get a garbage roll on a Tread Upon Stars scout rifle. In fact, if you look back on two of the most popular weekends in Destiny's history, they were when Omnigul and the Undying Mind were farmable through glitches that made the enemies respawn before you finished the strike, and people were continuously farming, trying to get a Grasp of Malik or the Imago Loop, I'm pretty sure it was. That's the one I'm just like, it was like a Fate Bringer but didn't have the arc roll on it. But people were glitching the enemies to respawn and farm it incessantly, and I don't know why, but Bungie fixed those glitches after the weekends, and people were incredibly sad that they missed out on a chance to farm some enemies for the loot that they wanted. So even if you look at Borderlands as a franchise, as a series on the whole, Borderlands 1, which isn't the most popular Borderlands in the series, relied on random box farming for the majority of your loot. And the pre-sequel, which is kind of like the red-headed stepchild of the Borderlands series, the pre-sequel kind of flopped at launch due to the fact that much of the enemies that dropped loot just weren't respawnable or farmable. Had that not been an issue at launch, I feel like the pre-sequel probably would have been remembered as a much more enjoyable Borderlands experience. There's just something incredibly satisfying about going out into the open sandbox world, hunting down the enemy that has the loot you want, and just endlessly murdering them for hours on end until you force RNGesus to tip his hand in your favor, or until you give in to the mercy of RNG and you try your luck again another day. It even adds more to the replayability of the game when you're required to complete side missions to unlock the enemy, which drops the weapon that you're hunting for. It's such a simple yet effective way of not only adding hours of playtime to the game, but also making inconsequential side missions actually important to the player experience. It's so simple, yet I'm mind blown that developers still 6 years later haven't embraced this mechanic for their own game. And it's one that I hope to hell that Gearbox doesn't leave in the past, headed forward in the future towards Borderlands 3, because after playing every other loot and shoot game, it's the targeted loot farming that keeps me coming back to Borderlands 2. And I'm pretty sure everyone that watches or takes part in the yearly community event, The Hunt, I'm pretty sure they agree too. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for y'all motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. But let me know in the comment section down below, do you believe that targeted loot farming is the major reason that Borderlands 2 has enjoyed such a high replayability over the years? And if not, you know, let me know what you think makes Borderlands 2 so special. Why do you keep coming back to this game? Tell me in the comment section down below. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all motherfuckers later.